everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Seahawks going up against the Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it here with Blount. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Throwing is Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now Blount. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Again, here's Blount. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jones will come now in motion right. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Marty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now it's Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion is the tight end Graham. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaunt. In motion, the tight end. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run for it with Lynch, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
Julio
Jones all alone. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tech McKinley able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Wilson on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd down, Lynch. And now running right through it. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
That's to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Slot man moves right. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Brian Arakpo leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On second down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Now Franks for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, someone just made a house call, and his name is Robert Alford. You remember that name, don't you, partner?
Seen him on the biggest of stages, picking off Tom Brady in Super Bowl 51.
Yeah, took it all the way back for a touchdown, then gave his team a 21-3 lead. They didn't hold it, but that was a mammoth play.
That was a mammoth play, and what we just saw was a mammoth play. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson going deep for Benjamin. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's caught inside the 30. We have hit half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And Jones has it over the middle. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Wilson. Screen pass to Blunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And
some room to roam now. Fighting through it. He's got space. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. LeGarrette Blount, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, he picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
And he motions the wide receiver. He'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
All right, here we go.
But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. All right, here we go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah,
looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. Allen, the man in motion left. They'll drop the throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And his throw here is incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw from his end zone. Wilson in middle of the field. He's got Nelson. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On second down, Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And avoids the contact by sliding. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, this is blocked. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's he's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Freeman again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think...